Operation Build continues here in Boca Raton, Florida, to see how lighting can change a home. Our team worked with American Lighting Association to turn good lighting into great lighting. Let's check it out.
Eric, this is an amazing house you have here.
Thank you very much.
Lots of lighting in it, I noticed.
Yes, we think so.
Hi, nice to see you.
Great to see you, Alexa.
Yeah, I see you've met my sidekick, Andrew here.
I'm the one that I show up on time on like my...
I noticed that.
That's why I pay him the big bucks.
Now, Eric, do you know he owns a lighting company?
I
the
do.
president of Capital Lights.
We believe that the lighting is the most important piece of the puzzle. You have beautiful floors, beautiful walls, but if it's not lit properly, none of it looks as good as it should.
Of course, of course. We're here to show the viewers how we can transform good lighting into great lighting. So I know we have another expert here.
Yeah, actually, the American Lighting Association is one of the great educational forums for people wanting to learn lighting in the profession and also for homeowners. And Joe Ray Barreau is a phenomenal teacher and professor. I learned a lot from him, as did many members of our staff, about how to light a home properly.
Perfect, so we can pick his brain.
If he's willing to have it picked, I guess that's perfect.
And we're going to go find Joe.
Let's go find Joe.
So candles were invented in 3000 BC and remained the primary source of light well into the 17th century. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this home is so beautiful and there's so many different ways to light, and you've done such a great job of doing that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Joe, tell us about, I think this is pluralism in here, right?
See, it's already catching on.
I know, I love it.
Well, again, we have the same concepts that we talked about in the kitchen in terms of the multiple layers.
Sure.
So we've got obviously the chandelier, which is the one thing that most people think about when we're dealing with the dining room. But then to supplement that light, we have a lot of other things happening. We have recessed lighting. In fact, the very interesting technique here is the fact that there are two recessed fixtures that are actually towards the end of the table. And by these new accent lighting products that you can get with LED, you can actually select the beam spread. So you can, for example, select a beam that's very tight on the table, so that holidays and so on, you can actually emphasize the china, the silverware.
Makes everything pop.
That's great.
Yeah.
I need pop.
Yeah.
There you go.
We like pop for holiday time.
Yeah.
That's good.
So then we also have some perimeter lighting that's actually being used both for general lighting and for accent lighting on the sides of the room. And then a very, very interesting technique that is actually becoming very popular is the cove lighting effect.
I love that.
That's above the ceiling there that shines up onto the...
Right. So that's usually an architectural detail that you have to work with the builder fairly closely to make sure that you have the right way of putting the lighting up there. But that's another excellent place to put LED lighting.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of put it up there, forget it.
Right, you don't have to change it every
You don't
couple
have to
years.
change it. Yeah, exactly. And then another very important layer in this room are the wall sconces, which as a lighting designer, it's one of the things that I always try to implement into most designs. It's something that many people don't think of immediately, is to use lighting on the walls. But it's always a very elegant technique.
That looks amazing.
It really does. And speaking about it, you mentioned that trends kind of go in cycles, as they do in everything from clothing to furniture.
Right.
But let's talk about, buying a major piece for your home. It's a big investment, right?
Yep.
It's not like you're changing out your chandelier every year.
Unfortunately, yes. People do tend to buy lights about every 7 years. That's when they redesign their home. We are in an era of self-expression like we haven't really seen with Facebook and all the various social media channels. People want to share what they're doing in their home, so they feel the freedom to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
So they're able to use pluralism to express many different facets of their personality.
I love that. And one of the things I really love about a company like yours is you've been around for a while, so you've seen trends come and go, you've worked in different homes, and you can obviously grow with the consumer as they're growing in their home needs as well.
Yeah, we've worked with mothers, daughters, granddaughters, and we've seen their tastes completely change. We've been around 90 years.
Wow.
So many of our sales associates have been with us decades, but even if they're new, they go through rigorous training so they know the advice to give, thanks to this gentleman here and the great ALA stuff that we avail ourselves to.
Now, what about the person who wants something new, wants something different, wants to express themselves, but they don't really know where to start, they don't know what their style taste is? What would you recommend for them?
Well, you come into the showroom, you have a conversation with a lighting specialist. Many times, most ALA showrooms will have the sales associate come back to your home to do a walkthrough, get to know your tastes, get to know the size of the space, and work with you to find the perfect piece for your space.
That's perfect. I love that. So obviously, I mean, like I've said, you have just an amazing space. You've done a great job of showing different types of layering and pluralism. Now that I know those terms, I'm going to use them. Prepare yourself.
I'm ready.
So thank you for opening up your home to us. We really appreciate it. And of course, thank you for sharing all your expertise.
You're very welcome.
Yes. All right, so you and I, we've got more work to do.
I've learned a lot though.
I have too.
I'm feeling knowledgeable.
That must be new for you. How's it feel?
That's good.
Yeah. Don't exhaust yourself. All right, guys, we will see you soon, I'm sure. And thank you so much again for everything.